Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan coming to you live from San Diego. Hey, you know it's June 6, 2014, but I got a treat for you. I got my good friend Deb Cole. She wrote Twitter Revolution. She wrote the book on Twitter. So like when someone's like, I wrote the book on that, Deb wrote the book on it. So I want to help you guys out. You know, sometimes in sales it's about social media. So Deb, what are the 3 most common mistakes that you see people make on Twitter?
I think the first one, which is interesting because it's not tweeting enough.
Okay.
I hear so many people go, oh my God, I don't want to tweet too much. And there's just no such thing. If people don't want to pay attention to your tweets, they will just not pay attention or they're just not there. The more you tweet, the more followers. We've tracked this literally to how many tweets you have to how many followers. So not tweeting enough, it's a complete myth. It's a big mistake. If you're on Twitter, get engaged. People are coming to the party to hear from you. You're the expert. Engage with people.
Okay, so that's a huge point.
Yeah.
Because it's about engagement, right?
Yes.
So get on there, engage. Somebody's not going to tweet you and say, hey, you've sent out too many messages, you're
Right.
past your limit, right?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
right. There is no limit, right? It's 140 characters. It's almost impossible to really not tweet too much. People
Okay.
will just not pay attention if you are. The second thing is being too promotional. So that would be the only thing that if you get accused of tweeting too much, it's probably because not that you're not getting engaged with people, but you're just blasting out your sales message. So don't think of Twitter as just an SEO channel to blast out your sales message or to just sell. That's like going to a party and going, hey Scott, want to buy my book? Hey Scott, want to buy my placement? Matt's like, no, I don't. So being too promotional and not engaging.
So it's not just a matter of putting the information out there. You actually have to have a conversation. It's not like, hey, look at me, I'm cool. Hey, look at me, I'm cool. Hey, look at me, I'm cool. And the person's like, I really don't want to hang out with you anymore.
Right. And like if you're going to do a promotional tweet, there's nothing wrong with that, but do it in an engaging way. So I tell people to ask a question like, hey Scott, did you get your discount because the price is going up, the early bird price is going away at midnight tonight? That's fine. But now you're having a conversation or talk to one person.
Okay.
And a little trick there too, Scott, is that if people put the @ message and then the tweet, really only that person's going to see it because they decided, okay, let's kind of limit it. So if you put a word before the @Scott or @Scott Bell, right, then more people will see it. Your whole list will see
makes
it.
sense.
So that's probably another mistake.
So what would the third large mistake be? What would the third one be?
I'm going to say probably doing that, like not putting words in there and always putting the @. Another thing in there is putting a link in there at the end. More people click on a link in the middle of a tweet. I don't know if that's necessarily the third most, as far as not to do, but it is something that it just came up in that little tip there. The other thing is just really not engaging, and it really ties into the other tweets, is don't be promotional, but be engaging. Like talk to people and retweet influencers. So don't just talk about yourself. Don't just blast out sales messages, but engage and then think about what other people are doing and retweet them.
Cool. So Deb, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
At Coach Deb on Twitter.
So at Coach Deb on Twitter, that's pretty easy. What's your best website?
CoachDeb.tv.
Coach Deb. And what I'll do is I'll put a link down on the bottom. Just want to thank you for dropping by, Deb.
Thanks.
Always good to see you. San Diego is always a cool place to visit.
Thank you for dropping by.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.